So we are here at the season opener now. We've got 2 back-to-back Premier League games for you just to start the season with. I also feel like there's quite a bit to probably catch you up on since you were last with me, which wasn't even that long ago considering we're only August and we haven't even started the season yet. But of course, welcome back to Academy to Anfield. We're episode 49 now. We are just one away from the big 5-0. So, of course, a side note on that, I just want to thank everyone massively for the support you've given me. I was going to say probably, but most definitely this series has surpassed my expectation of kind of how many of you would enjoy it, interact, kind of follow, subscribe, like, comment, etc. So yeah, just a big thanks really. And hopefully, considering this is the first series I've done on the channel, exclude the beta and whatnot, I'm kind of really chuffed that you guys are enjoying it. So hopefully as we do different series, it does go from strength to strength. So yeah, just a big thanks to everyone. And moving on from that, so of course, a couple of things to tell you. I don't know really where to start. First off, let's start with a bit of good news. Let's tell you that we've won the Community Shield. The one time I did not put it on camera, we won the Community Shield, didn't we? And we won it in, I say style, we won it in very good circumstances. We did take a 1-0 lead. Arsenal battered us for the rest of the game. And then Carter Pinnington turned up with a 94th minute header from a corner. We won the Community Shield 2-1, which, of course, that would happen off camera. But anyway, from that, we've got a couple of little things to tell you. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's not gone to Saudi Arabia. They're no longer interested in him because he's still out. Well, he was out for, I think, about 3 to 4 months, but obviously that's come down. A torn calf muscle, 5 to 2 months out. So you're talking October time, roughly, by the time he comes back. So that's completely squashed the chances of a Saudi Arabian move, thank God. Which might mean we can actually offer him a contract now, because we did try and offer him a contract, and because of the interest shown in him, he didn't want to know. Kind of unfortunate. Mo Salah is another one that the Saudi Arabian clubs are looking to buy. However, I mean, they offered 9.75 up front, 12.5 million, including add-ons. But we settled on £14 million for him. That's kind of what Mo Salah expects to be sold for. So if they come back in with 14 million up front, he's gone. If they don't, it looks like he'll probably run down his contract and go next year. So we're still a little bit unsure on Mo Salah. There's still obviously plenty of time left in the transfer window for him to go. And on top of that, no one's gone out apart from Alexis McAllister. And of course, we have decided to loan out Sesse there in the hope that Mo Salah will stay. So I'm hoping we've loaned him out to Wrexham, who are in the Championship this year. So I would like to think that he will get some good game time. He's already played 1 game for Wrexham in the Championship and got a 7.4 rating. So hopefully he gets a good amount of game time at Championship level for Wrexham. And the worst case scenario is Salah goes and he comes back, because we can recall him. Obviously not right now, but we can recall him in January if need be. So yeah, we'll see how that kind of pans out. We've obviously got Andy Green has gone out to Altrincham in the National League. No, League 2. So he's getting some League 2 football, 2 goals in 3 games so far. So we'll probably look to loan out a few more players, is basically what I was about to say. And another thing to touch upon is we've gone and got ourselves another couple of affiliates. So we've got Accrington Stanley, we've got Preston there to loan out to, League 1, the top end of League 1 anyway. And of course, those players that don't really meet that criteria, we've gone and got ourselves a National League team as well. And Accrington, quite a local, although it says a national partnership, they're quite local to Liverpool anyway. On top of that, we've gone and got a affiliate in Espanyol, and that's basically to try and get ourselves a couple of really good players into the youth intakes from Spain. Give ourselves a bit more knowledge, etc. I've lost where I was going with that, but yeah, we've got an affiliate with Espanyol. I've been trying to get one for years, to do with youth intakes, etc. And they offered me it finally. So very strange, but of course, back to the Premier League, we've got Nottingham Forest and Tottenham to play in this episode, and of course, We are only slated to finish 5th. But I think we started last season as a media prediction of 6th. So, yeah, God knows what will happen. Let's just hope we go and win the league. But, of course, we've got Nottingham Forest. I think we should just get straight into that game, really. So, here we go. Here is the team for the season opener away to Notts Forest. We've got Alisson in goal. Bradley, Pinnington, Konate and Beck make up the back four. The midfield is King, Sobersley and Gravenberch. And then, of course, pretty much the usual front three. We've got Tornian and Stone and Mo Salah. So I'm feeling quite optimistic, really, about this season. Would like to think we could... Well, I would like to think if we want to win the title and we want to be challenging, we need to be winning games like this. I mean, I think this game last season ended in a 2-1 loss to us. Notts Forest won. So it's games like this that you want to be winning, really. And the other ones we want to be winning them all, don't we? But the ones we need to be winning are these sort of difficult away games, and also beating the big six, or beating the big five if you don't include us. That's been a problem for us the last couple of years. But of course, season opener, so everyone wants to start off with a win. But Gravenberch into King on the volley, and that's just gone over the bar. That would have been nice. We were bigging him up big time in the last episode when we were talking about player development and whatnot. So for him hitting a volley in top corner, that would have been the perfect response to that. But Sobersley is on the ball. I mean, gets taken out there, but Mo Salah ends up with the ball. Pinnington back to Sobersley, playing the ball around nicely. We don't really want to be losing it just inside our half like this. But Sobersley with a lovely ball through to Stone. Oh, Stone hits the post. Don't say we're going to have another season with Stone doing everything but scoring again. I've likened him to Núñez quite a few times, and kind of shows why, doesn't it? But Jason Stone generally starts the season quite well. He does score a few goals, gets to about Christmas time halfway through the season, and then he realises he doesn't need to score anymore, and there we go, he's offside. But the goals will just completely dry up from December. So it would be nice to get a few goals in early on season. Would be nice. Definitely started this game off very well. I think we're just going to show a bit of encouragement while we're on the up. So the problem with starting the game well and playing well is we don't always finish chances, and so far that kind of rings true. Just see Stone is there offside again on the commentary. Maybe we need to look at trying to train him up a bit more on his positional and off the ball, because I feel like Stone is offside way too many times. But looks to be the first proper attack for Notts Forest. I don't really want them to score just before half time. It looks like we're going to give them another chance. And yeah, what did I just say about not taking chances? That's what happens. You don't take your chances, it stays 0-0, and all of a sudden Notts Forest are winning 1-0. I mean, that just looks ridiculous. The fact that we've had so many chances and that they've had one shot and it's gone in. I mean, we need to start this second half off, ideally, with a goal, get it back to 1-1 and then build from there. But King with the ball to Stone. Beck now into Gravenberch. Gravenberch loses the ball. Gravenberch is not having a good game, is he? But Beck there with a lovely tackle, sends the ball back down towards the Notts Forest own penalty area. But we need to win the ball back, really. Mo Salah there stretching to get the ball into Sobersley. Can we create anything? I mean, how is that gone in? I was about to say, why are you shooting from there? But Sobersley managed to squeeze that in. And we're back on level terms. I'm just glad we're back on level terms. That's all I can say. It was a good goal, a good effort. I mean, keeper's probably massively at fault. If that was a goal against me, I'd be pulling my hair out at the keeper there. But we're back on level terms. Let's show a bit of encouragement. Try and push on again. And we just lost the ball again by the looks of it. I'm worried about this game. I didn't think I'd be saying that when we started off. I was full of optimism. But for the fact we've not really created anything, Stones hit the post, probably the only thing. Sobersley's goal was entirely the keeper's fault. But we can't be going 2-1 down and chasing the game again. not the first game of the season, or not any game of the season, if that would be ideal. But not as far as playing patiently. I think that was offside, and it's a goal kick, so that was a real letter for us there. We've had 10 shots, 5 on target, not really got anything to show for it. Jason Stone having a poor game again, but I don't feel like I can take him off as such. I don't really want to. It's probably the best way to describe it. Gravenberch apparently having a good game. I don't feel like he is, but I don't really want to argue with Football Manager because they'd probably just screw me over if I did. But 65th minute, Soberslight with a free kick. Gravenberch, there we go. I've summed it up in 30 seconds. Gravenberch is having a poor game. FM seems to think differently. Gravenberch scores. So lovely header and a lovely free kick. So we're 2-1 up. Soberslight involved in both goals, and I can't believe that. I can't believe I was just slacking him off, Gravenberch, saying he's had a poor game. What do I know? What do I know about football? Apparently nothing. So there we go. But I think we're going to look at bringing off some tired legs. Jason Stone has had a poor game, hasn't he? Lewis Kumas can come on for him, I think. And I also think Salah, although he's had a decent game, could come off. We'll bring Elliott on, who can play that position just as well, apparently now. Salah declining in the last couple of years, hasn't he? So no longer our star player on paper. It still manages to hit the goals, and he's been our top goal scorer for probably every season we've been here, I think. But it would be nice to hang on to this. I'm going to shut up. I'm not saying anything. Ignore everything I just said or was about to say. And let's just hopefully get this away. Oh, and that's gone wide. That was such a good chance there for Notts Forest. And we've got away with it a little bit there, I'd like to say. I'm looking at the stats thinking, how are we 2-1 up? Like, we've had 14 shots, 7 on target to Nottingham Forest's 1. And we're just about in the lead. It's ridiculous. And considering that lead was a dodgy shot by Soberslight and a good free kick to Gravenberch on the back post, I feel like we've got away with it a little bit there. And that performance leaves me a little bit worried for the Tottenham game. I'm not going to lie. So positives, though, we've got the 3 points in the bag. We started off with a win. We've just kind of got to go, or Tottenham are coming to us, and put on a better performance in terms of chances created at the top half of the pitch. And hope for the best, really. So straight on to the Spurs game and the biggest test of the season so far. Of course, we're on into second game in, but we've got Alisson in goal. Bradley, Pennington, Konate and Robertson are the back four. Midfield three, we've got King, Soberslight and Bajcetic. And of course, behind the usual front three, as we always say, Tornianen, Stone and Salah. So easily the biggest test of the two teams we faced so far this season, Notts Forest and Tottenham. And again, it's going to be a good test of kind of where we want to be for this season. I don't know if I've said before, I think that over the past season and a bit, we've really struggled to beat teams like Tottenham, Man United, Man City, Arsenal, etc., the big six. So if we want to win the title or come anywhere close to winning the title convincingly, we need to start beating teams like Tottenham. So fingers crossed, full of optimism. We did beat Notts Forest and Jason Stone. There we go. 6 minutes into the game and Jason Stone scores. It's 1-0. It's a good finish by Jason Stone. I'm going to give it to him. Kind of shots like that generally are flying over the bar. But let's just take a quick look before we skip it. In at the front post. He's still sort of stretching for it, but you've got to be in the right place at the right time to finish those kind of goals. That's what you say, and he was there. He was there then. So already it's looking like 2 wins from 2. Of course, very, very early. Conor Bradley there getting the assist for Stone. And I apologise, I don't know if my audio cut out there. I think it might have, because I kind of heard it click back in, if that makes any sense, which it won't. But yeah, on with the game so far. so good. 30 minutes into the game, we've not had any other chances to shout about, neither of Tottenham though, which is the main thing. We don't want to see our goal absolutely bombarded by Tottenham. And I think if I think back to the last couple of seasons, I can't remember a time when we convincingly beat Tottenham. I can't actually remember a time when we beat Tottenham full stop. So the fact that we're 1-0 up, hopefully going into half-time 1-0 up anyway, is a good positive. Have not even touched our goal with a shot yet. So that is always good. I'm a bit dubious to say well done. So I think we're just going to say I'm not pleased. Try and give them that motivation to go out there and get a second goal. And just hope it doesn't backfire on us. Put it that way. But so far, so good. I think we're going to look at maybe bringing some fresh legs on soon. You've got Tornjan and Salah. Even King. King is probably looking really quiet there in the midfield. But so far, so good. Salah with the ball, plays it to Stone. He's on a yellow card. Maybe we'll look at bringing on Kumas. So is Kanate on a yellow card. We've got two players on yellow cards. Piddington to Bradley. Bradley is such a good player for us now, getting plenty of assists. Mo Salah into Stone, and that's the Stone we all know. That is the Stone we all know. Absolutely shanking a shot over the bar, but a dangerous free kick now for Tottenham. Luckily, that's gone over the bar, and we can breathe for a minute anyway. I think what we're going to do, I hate to say it, but it looks like Stone's King is what I meant to say, sorry. It looks like King is having a dreadful game, very, very quiet. I think what we might do is resist the temptation to bring on Parsley to give him some game time and just bring on Elliott there just to steady it up and put Soberslai in that Mazzala position. Just try and get a bit more experience on the pitch. Probably not the type of game you want to go into trying to develop players and get a little bit of game time for the youth players. We need to stay on it really. If we want to win this game, it's very, very tight. And of course, here's Bradley with the ball. Can we make anything of it? Can we get the second goal and put it to bed and then kind of all just breathe a sigh of relief? That would be nice. Robertson down the wing, plays it back to Soberslai. Little dink to the back post. Mo Salah, I think that was a touch from the keeper there. And it goes out for a corner. Nice to see we're still putting the pressure on the Tottenham goal though. Pennington with a header. I think, again, that was tipped behind. Looks like the Tottenham keeper is definitely keeping him in this game at the minute. Robertson with the corner in towards Pennington again, but Tottenham get it away just as far as Mo Salah. Robertson, can we capitalise on this pressure? Doesn't look like we can. But that again is one of the big problems, isn't it? Is we have all this play, we have all these chances, we've scored one goal, and we are by no means safe at all. One decent Tottenham chance, and that could change the complete landscape of this game. So fingers crossed we managed to keep this at 1-0. I'm reluctant to touch anything, more so because as soon as you start messing around with the mentality so late in the game, personally, I think you end up buggering yourself up. Let's just say that. But it looks like we've managed to keep it at 1-0. We have, and we've come away with a 1-0 win. Early goal there by Stone, but we've managed to keep the game, or we've managed to manage the game properly and see out a 1-0 win, get our first clean sheet of the season. So we're pretty happy with that. We got 2 wins out of 2 to start the season. Of course, I'm going to go away off camera and play a good handful of games now and bring you back. I don't know if there's where I could show you where you could potentially come back. Of course, we've still got the UEFA Champions League to kind of fit into this schedule. So we'll come back probably somewhere around October. So, of course, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And, of course, I will see you very, very soon.